What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we are going to be celebrating the 10-year anniversary of The Dark Knight. Yes, now if you're not familiar, I love The Dark Knight unconditionally. I believe The Dark Knight is one of the single greatest films ever made. It deserves to be in the conversation with any film for greatest film ever made. It is that good. It is a transcendent film. It will be discussed in 25 years from now. It will be discussed in 50 years from now. It is on the Empire Strikes Back level. It is that great. And it's great for many, many reasons. But the first one is the one everyone is going to discuss, and rightfully so, and that is Heath Ledger's Joker. Unbelievable, all-time great performance. In my opinion, the greatest performance I've ever seen in any film. It is mind-blowing what Ledger is able to do in this movie and how he transformed himself. And there's a reason why so many people hold this performance in such high regard, and he deserves all of the credit and actually deserves a little more because this performance as the Joker is absolutely incredible. And I think a testament to Christopher Nolan's directing is the fact that you still feel the Joker's presence all through the movie. I believe Ledger's actual on-screen time was around the 25 minutes, something like that, 25, 30 minutes total, and this is a 2.5-hour movie, yet you feel the Joker throughout the movie. And that is a testament to Christopher Nolan's storytelling ability and his ability to direct and keep things flowing. A lot of that has to do with Ledger's performance and how convincing it was, but then you have to give Nolan credit for actually making you feel the Joker's presence all throughout the movie. Then you have to give credit to the other actors in the movie. Everyone is great in this movie. Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne and Batman, amazing. I get it. You're going to make jokes about his voice. Newsflash, you're not the first person that's made this joke. Everybody that tells the joke about Christian Bale's Batman voice, they all seem to think that they're the first person that's come up with it. You're not. It's okay. But I'm fine with the voice. I can laugh at it and make fun of it at times too. But Bale is in my opinion, he's the best Batman, and he is my Batman. He's the definitive Batman, and that's really just all I have to say about it. I love Bale's Batman. Then you look at Aaron Eckhart. Aaron Eckhart was so good in this movie, and I feel that because of Ledger's amazing performance, I think he gets overshadowed a lot. But as Harvey Dent and then eventually Two-Face, I thought Aaron Eckhart knocked it out of the park. When he was playing the White Knight of Gotham, he was so convincing. You bought everything he was saying. The dynamic between he and Bruce and then Rachel being involved, I thought that was really good chemistry between all of the characters. Great acting, very convincing. And then you see the Joker pull Harvey down to his level, as the Joker says. And again, just incredibly convincing on Aaron Eckhart's part. The makeup they used and the CG, if there was the little CG they used, was very convincing. And I thought Harvey Dent was incredible in this movie. Unfortunately, he gets overshadowed by the Joker. But it should be acknowledged how great he was. You also have my favorite character in this entire trilogy, and that is Gary Oldman's Commissioner Gordon. There is so much emotion behind this character, and Gary Oldman is such a phenomenal actor. He's a legendary actor, and what he does with Gordon in this entire trilogy, but specifically this movie, is nothing short of incredible. My favorite moment in this entire movie is the ending speech with Gordon, where he's talking to his son about Batman and having to chase him because he can take it. That is that's one of my all-time favorite scenes in any movie. But the shots, the action in this movie, the storytelling, everything about this movie is spot on, and it's all because of Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan is the most talented filmmaker in Hollywood, in my opinion, and this is him at his best right here. This is his best film. My favorite Nolan film is Interstellar, but his best made film is The Dark Knight. This is his masterpiece, and he's got quite a few masterpieces, but this is his definitive masterpiece. And again, this movie will be talked about for a long, long time, up there with The Empire Strikes Back and The Godfather and films like that, and deservedly so. Then you have people like Morgan Freeman, Lucius Fox, who, again, extremely strong acting, extremely strong character in this movie. Loved Lucius Fox. I thought he was so good. There's so many good supporting actors and actresses in this movie, and everyone brings their A game. Now, if I have any criticism about this movie, it's going to be Maggie Gyllenhaal. I preferred Katie Holmes as Rachel Dawes in Batman Begins. I don't hate Maggie Gyllenhaal. I think she was fine. She did an okay job, but pretty forgettable when you're on screen with these A-plus players. She really does stick out a little bit, and especially that scene where the Joker is talking and he's like, "Hello, beautiful, and you are beautiful," and it's like, no, she's not. Like, it just feels weird to me, but it is what it is. I preferred Katie Holmes big time, but that's kind of a nitpick. I don't think Maggie Gyllenhaal was bad in this movie. I just thought that she just wasn't as good as the people, the players involved with the movie that was acting alongside of her. Obviously, have to mention the great Michael Caine as Alfred. So much emotion in this role and the dynamic between he and Bruce, and it's truly beautiful to feel that emotion, that father figure, and that moral compass that Alfred continues to be with Bruce. And I mean, what more can you say about the great Michael Caine? Everyone in this movie just knocks it out of the park. But there's so many great moments in this movie. There's so many memorable moments in this movie. The action, the bat pod, the chase scene, Ledger's performance, Eckhart's performance. The ending scene, like I said, is my favorite scene in the movie. The interrogation scene is one of the most iconic moments. Most people point to that specific scene as their favorite scene within this film, and I don't disagree. It is unbelievable. It is Ledger and his Bale at their best, showcasing their acting ability and playing off one another and showing the dynamic between Batman and the Joker, and it deserves all of the praise that it gets. This scene is so memorable, and again, one of these scenes that people are just going to talk about for the rest of time. That's how good this movie is. I don't know what else I can say about it. Everyone has seen the movie. Everyone knows the movie. There are emotional moments in this movie. There are moments that leave you on the edge of your seat. The action is incredible. The performances are just all-time great. And my big problem with a lot of what people say about this movie is that, again, people say that Ledger carried the movie. And Ledger is the star of the movie. There's no doubt about it. But he's only in the movie for 30 minutes. And everyone else brings their A game minus Maggie Gyllenhaal. And maybe she did bring her A game, but her A game just isn't good enough to be on the level of everyone else. But again, Aaron Eckhart was really good in this movie, and I believe he just got overshadowed by Ledger's Joker. And again, Bale, phenomenal as Bruce Wayne, phenomenal as Batman. Probably not the best Batman movie. Batman Begins is probably a better Batman movie, but this is a better movie overall. And that dynamic between the Joker and Batman is beautiful. And the end scene when Joker finally gets caught and, Joker makes that comment to Batman that we're going to be doing this forever. It kind of does leave a lump in your throat a little bit after what happened with Ledger and thinking about what could have been with the remainder of this trilogy, but that's neither here nor there. You can't help what happened. It's incredibly sad what happened to Heath Ledger. But he did leave us with an all-time great performance, and it's good that we now have 10 years of this all-time great film to celebrate. I suggest you watch it again. I've watched it recently, and it loses literally nothing. If anything, it gains more than anything, because that's how good this movie is. I know some people have some problems with the third act, I guess, the ferry boat scene. I don't have a problem with that at all. I think that the pacing in this movie is spot on. I don't have any problems with the third act. I don't think the movie runs long at all. I think it's perfectly paced. I think it's perfectly timed, and everything works, with the exception of, like I said, with Maggie Gyllenhaal being the one thing that, if you really want me to critique it, that's going to be my issue with it. But The Dark Knight, legendary film, celebrating 10 years. thank God we have Christopher Nolan on this planet to make films. He is that good. And yes, I am a Christopher Nolan fanboy. I do not have a problem admitting this. I think the man is on another level. I think we just are lucky to have him, and we should be thankful we have someone that will not put up with any nonsense, with no BS. He's going to tell you the story he wants to tell you, and he is not going to be pushed around by anybody. And that is the thing I love most about Christopher Nolan. So, what do you guys think about The Dark Knight? Let me know in the comments below. Do you disagree with anything I'm saying? Do you think that it's not one of the greatest movies of all time? I have a hard time understanding why anyone could say that, but I know there are people out there that have different opinions. So I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments below. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.